Hey YouTube, and today it's a review day. Now this review is all thanks and possible because John Daftlilly1 gifted me a tin of tobacco. Now what tobacco, you ask? It was this Mac Barren Golden Extra. Now I found this particularly delightful. Now what can we say about this tobacco? I'm smoking it now, obviously. I'm about halfway down the bowl, as usual. And it's a very pleasant tobacco. Now, let's have a look. Now, I'll put my pipe down. Now, the tobacco in this are burley and a touch of Golden Virginias, and it's a very pleasant tobacco. Now, it says it's already rubbed, but it was more of a broken flake. Now, haven't exactly knocked themselves out to rub it out. Now, the smell. You get a sort of a fig, like dried fruit smell, with touches of cocoa and chocolate, and a light citrus tone to it, and a nice level of sweetness. It may be me, but I may be losing it, but it's got touches of bread about it, and small hints of the sweetness. It may be just me fooling myself, but hints of, say, something sweet and bread based. Maybe a touch of Danish pastry. Yeah, it could well be, but that's very much in the background, that sort of bready Danish pastry smell, with that hint of citrus. It's all in all very pleasant smelling tobacco. And looks wise, you've got only a small flecks of the Golden Virginia. It's mainly nice brown tones, sort of medium brown tones. Then you get large pieces like this. Can you see what I mean about more like broken flake, with some rubbed out portions in it. But all in all, it's a very pleasant presentation of tobacco, and smell and appearance, it scores highly. Incidentally, I quite like the tin art as well, but that's by the by. Try and avoid buying tobacco because it's got a nice tin. Now, I'll have to relight. Of course, I'm using my Nathan Campbell tamper and my Zippo that was given to me by Dave. Bagwell Dr. Buster, of course. Now, I've smoked this in quite a few pipes. I've smoked it in a clay, a billiard, and at the moment I'm smoking it in my Tanganyika Meerschaum. This is a very nice pipe. It smokes very well, and it's very suited to this tobacco. Now, when you first light it, you get a sort of grassy hay taste, but very much on the dry side of the grassy hayness, and that gives away to those nice burly tones. As with all Mac Barren tobacco, I wouldn't go at it too hard, otherwise it could bite. But the best thing you could do with any Mac Barren tobacco is to age them. This one was manufactured in April 2012, and I only opened it last week. Well, at the beginning of the end of the week. I've been smoking this about 5 days, and it's been very pleasant. Now, as with a lot of burley tobaccos, you get a slight astringency, but because of the Virginias in it, it takes that edge slightly off, and you get a subtle sweetness, but it's very much in the background in this. Now, the cocoa tends to leave in the smoke itself. It's just something you notice on the tin note, really. But you do get a subtle figginess, not too much, and you do still retain those slight citrus tones. Now, I've been looking for a burley tobacco for a long time, and this fits the bill rather well. Now, I do like some American OTCs which have burley in them. John Middleton's Walnut being one of them. Granger, of course, though I prefer the Walnut to the Granger. But Granger is nice. If you can recommend any other burley based tobaccos, put it in the link below, in the bucket below. You know, just leave me a comment. What's your favourite burley blend? I know some people like it's Dan Tobacco make London burley blend, and there are many others. Just tell me what your favourite is. Now, would I recommend this tobacco? I would, actually. It will find a place in my rotation, and I shall definitely be buying more of it. I won't be smoking it all the time, but it's really nice tobacco. I could see it, if you're a burley fan, being a good everyday smoke. Now, it can come across as a little one note, but that one note works well. It's okay having lots of flavours if those flavours are good. If you've got lots of horrible flavours, what's the point? But this is really nice. So thank you, John, for introducing me to this. I shall always put a link down below to John's channel. Check it out. He's a superb pipe maker, but more importantly, he is a good man. He's given me some rather good tobaccos since I've been doing this channel, and I've pretty much enjoyed everything he's given to me so far. He has rather good taste. Now, beer choices with this. Now, I don't want anything too heavy, being burley. You don't want to overwhelm that flavour, because it is a subtle flavour. It's not going to hit you over the head with tons of flavour. And there's a moth flying about, it's bugging the hell out of me. Oh, I'll get it later. Right. The first ale I've chosen, and it is an ale, is by Bass, which used to be one of the largest brewers in the world. But that is Bass number 1. It is a superb pale ale. Well, the flavours and tones in this, it's a truly wonderful beer. One of my favourite, probably in my top 10 of all time, of the pale ales. Really lovely stuff. I'd recommend it to anyone who loves beer. They've been making it a long time, and that's for a good reason. And then I've chosen a newer brewer, and that is Brewdog. I have chosen their oh, what's it called? 5 AM Saint. And this is an amber ale. A superb. It's got a slight zestiness to it, and will complement the flavours of this tobacco very well. So, also, if you can recommend a beer for everybody watching this, put it in your comment below. It's always good to find new beers. Oh well, definitely check this out. It's worth a go. And also, I put a little something in for Flankertanker, because in one of his most recent videos, he went to an antique centre. And I do a lot of charity shopping in local charity shops. And one of my latest finds was a pottery figure. I collect little, well, anything that catches my eye really. And I found this. This is a pottery figure of a British soldier, and it was made about the time of the Anglo-Boer War in about 1900. Now, he's a bit of a rare beast nowadays. He would have probably been won at a fair by somebody, by tossing a ring or shooting an air rifle or doing whatever people did at fairs. And unfortunately it's becoming scarcer and scarcer. And I paid £1 for him. You see, unfortunately, he's been in the wars himself a bit, and he's had his head knocked off. But I still like him. The British Army fought very hard in the Anglo-Boer War. They didn't exactly cover themselves in glory, let's put it that way. But we did win. But we paid a hell of a cost. But he's a nice figure. I thought you'd like to see that, Martin. Look at his moustache. Look at that. He's not the butchest soldier in the world either. Looks like he's wearing makeup. Hello. But he's really nice. I love his uniform. The uniforms of the Edwardian and later periods into the 1920s were really stylish. Well, as for the tobacco, yeah, buy it. Oh well, see ya.